Did you know that just one small habit you unknowingly maintain every day could cause your blood pressure to skyrocket, silently damaging your heart, brain, and entire body? If you're over 60, listen closely, because this information isn't just important, it could save your life. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it doesn't cause pain or have obvious symptoms, yet it can lead to serious consequences like stroke or heart attack if you don't take timely action. What's even more concerning is that many older adults, despite trying to take care of their health, still unknowingly make small but dangerous mistakes that raise their blood pressure without even realizing it. Today, I'll walk you through the 7 most common mistakes people over 60 often make when managing their blood pressure, along with simple ways to fix them. If you ignore this information, your risk of facing cardiovascular complications or bodily harm could double. But don't worry. I'll explain everything in a clear, friendly way, as if we're chatting over a cup of coffee. Let's get started so you can protect your heart, stay healthy, and enjoy your golden years to the fullest. And if you find this information helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get more health tips specially tailored for older adults. Let's start with the first mistake: skipping or misusing blood pressure medication. If you're taking medication to control your blood pressure, it's the most powerful tool you have to keep those numbers in check. But here's the problem. Many older adults unintentionally do it wrong. Some forget to take their pills, others feel fine and decide to stop taking them on their own. And worse, some cut their pills in half to save money. I understand. You might think, I feel okay today, maybe I don't need it. But did you know that just one missed dose can cause your blood pressure to spike suddenly, putting serious strain on your heart and blood vessels? Blood pressure isn't like a headache. You don't feel it rising until it's too late. Blood pressure medication is prescribed by your doctor to protect your cardiovascular system, not just to lower a number on the monitor. When you skip doses or take it incorrectly, your blood pressure can fluctuate, damaging your arteries and increasing your risk of stroke, kidney failure, or heart failure. I once heard the story of Mary, a friend of my mother's. She was 65 and in good health, but because she thought her blood pressure was under control, she stopped taking her medication on her own. Just a few weeks later, she was rushed to the hospital after a sudden spike in her blood pressure. Thankfully, she recovered, but it was a major wake-up call. So how can you avoid this mistake? It's simple. Make taking your medication a fixed habit, like brushing your teeth every morning. You can use a weekly pill organizer or set a reminder on your phone. If you're worried about side effects like fatigue or dizziness, don't just suffer in silence. Call your doctor. They can adjust the dosage or switch you to a different medication that works better for you. And if cost is an issue, be honest with your doctor. There are many assistance programs and low-cost generic options that can help. This small step won't just help you control your blood pressure, it can bring more energy, stability, and peace of mind into your life. Next, let's move on to the second mistake: eating foods with hidden sodium. You might think, I don't sprinkle salt on everything I eat. But the truth is, salt isn't just in the shaker on your table. It's hidden in many of the foods you eat every day, from canned soups and deli meats to bread and even breakfast cereals. Sodium makes your body retain water, increases blood volume, and puts pressure on your blood vessels, raising your blood pressure. For those over 60, this is even more dangerous because our kidneys don't filter sodium as efficiently as they used to. Just one bowl of canned soup can contain more than half of your daily recommended sodium intake. Imagine having a breakfast of toast and a slice of deli meat. Sounds pretty harmless, right? But each slice of bread can have around 200 mg of sodium, and deli meats contain even more. Without realizing it, you could be consuming double the sodium your body needs. This doesn't just raise your blood pressure. It can also cause swelling in your legs or worsen existing heart issues. But don't worry. You don't have to give up your favorite foods. Just start by reading nutrition labels and choosing products labeled low sodium or no added salt. Rinsing canned beans or vegetables before cooking also helps cut down on sodium significantly. Try replacing salt with other seasonings like garlic, pepper, lemon juice, or fresh herbs. At first, food might taste a little bland, but after just a few weeks, your taste buds will adjust, and you'll start to enjoy the natural flavors of your meals. A friend of mine, John, replaced salt with lemon juice in his grilled fish. He said not only does the dish taste better now, but but he also feels lighter and no longer has swollen legs like before. These small changes don't just protect your heart, they also help you enjoy your meals in a healthier, more satisfying way. But we're not stopping here. The next mistakes are even more critical and could be silently affecting your health right now. Let's keep going so you can be sure you're not unknowingly pushing your blood pressure into the danger zone. Now, you know two major mistakes that can push your blood pressure into the danger zone: misusing medication and consuming hidden sodium. But the story doesn't end there. If you're over 60, keep listening, because these next mistakes might be silently damaging your heart without you even realizing it. We're building a plan together to protect your heart health, one step at a time, and I promise to keep everything simple, just like chatting with a close friend. Get ready, because mistake number 3 might surprise you. Mistake number 3, not monitoring your blood pressure regularly. Have you ever thought, I feel fine, so my blood pressure must be fine too? That's a dangerous trap that many older adults fall into. Blood pressure isn't like a headache or joint pain. It doesn't give you a warning when it spikes. You could be walking, reading, or watching TV without any idea that your blood pressure is silently rising. Getting it checked once a year at the doctor's office simply isn't enough. Why? Because blood pressure changes daily, even hourly, depending on things like stress, sleep, or the food you just ate. I remember the story of Mr. James, a former neighbor of mine. He was 68 and always proud that he'd never had any serious illness. But during a routine checkup, his doctor found that his blood pressure was unusually high. He was shocked because he felt healthy. But the truth was, he never checked his blood pressure at home, so he didn't realize it had been rising for a while. Thankfully, the doctor adjusted his medication in time, but if Mr. James had been monitoring regularly, he could have avoided unnecessary risks. So, how do you fix this mistake? It's easy. Start checking your blood pressure at home. You don't need expensive equipment or complicated medical knowledge. Today's monitors are user-friendly, with large screens and even memory storage to save your readings. Pick a consistent time each day, like in the morning after waking up or at night before bed. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, rest your arm on a table, keep your feet flat on the floor, and avoid talking during the measurement. Write down your results in a notebook or use a phone app. These numbers will help you and your doctor better understand your health, so your medication or habits can be adjusted if needed. The key is, don't be afraid of the numbers. Some people avoid checking their blood pressure because they're afraid it'll be high, but not knowing is far more dangerous. Knowing your numbers puts you in control. It's like having a map when you're driving. And make sure to bring that logbook with you to every doctor's appointment. They'll thank you for the detailed information. Next, let's move on to the 4th mistake: letting stress go unmanaged. Did you know that stress doesn't just make you feel irritated? It can actually harm your heart. When you're stressed, your body releases adrenaline and cortisol, which cause your blood vessels to constrict and your heart to beat faster. This leads to a temporary spike in blood pressure, but if the stress continues day after day, it puts constant pressure on your cardiovascular system. For people over 60, stress can come from even the smallest things: worrying about your grandchildren, trouble sleeping, or simply feeling lonely. And because many of us were taught to be strong and push through, we often ignore stress, allowing it to quietly damage our bodies. I once met Susan, a family friend. She was 62, always busy caring for her grandchildren, but constantly felt tired and irritable. She didn't realize that the stress from not having any downtime was causing her blood pressure to rise. After her doctor suggested deep breathing and a short daily walk, she started to feel lighter, and her blood pressure became more stable. Stress doesn't have to be your enemy if you learn how to manage it. Start with small steps. Take 5 minutes every morning for deep breathing, go for a walk in the park, or simply sit and listen to your favorite music. If you enjoy writing, try keeping a journal of your feelings or a list of things you're grateful for. These simple actions not only help you relax, but they also reduce the strain on your heart. And don't feel like you have to solve every problem all at once. Just a few minutes a day of caring for your mental well-being can help your body respond with calm and energy. But hold on. The next mistake is even more important, and it involves something many of us overlook every single day. Can you guess what it is? Let's keep going to discover how to keep your heart strong and your blood pressure steady, one step at a time. We've already covered a crucial journey, uncovering the silent mistakes that can drive your blood pressure higher, from taking the wrong medication and hidden sodium in food to skipping blood pressure monitoring and letting stress take over. If you're over 60, you now hold powerful tools to protect your heart. But don't stop here, because these last 3 mistakes may be the final pieces that complete your health puzzle. Let's keep going, as if we're sitting together on the porch, sharing tips for living a healthier life each day. Mistake number 5, neglecting physical activity. Did you know that simply sitting too much can raise your blood pressure? Many older adults think that rest is always best, but the truth is, lack of movement can actually make your heart work harder. When you move less, your muscles weaken, circulation slows, and pressure in your blood vessels increases. I'm not saying you need to run a marathon or hit the gym. For those over 60, even simple movements can make a huge difference. Take Mrs. Linda, a family friend of mine. She's 70 and used to believe that watching TV all day was perfectly normal at her age. But she started feeling tired, and her blood pressure went up. Her doctor suggested she try walking for 10 minutes a day around her yard. After just a few weeks, she not only felt more energized, but her blood pressure also stabilized. Movement helps your heart pump more efficiently, reduces pressure on your arteries, and even boosts your mood and sleep. So, what can you do? Start small. Take a walk around the block, do a few gentle stretches in the morning, or simply stand up and move around every 30 minutes if you've been sitting for a while. If you're worried about joint pain or falling, try chair exercises or ask your doctor for safe workout options. The key is to find something you enjoy, whether it's dancing, gardening, or just walking and enjoying the trees. When movement becomes something you look forward to, it's easier to stick with it. Every step you take is a gift to your heart, helping you stay strong and independent in your golden years. Mistake number 6, overusing caffeine or alcohol. A morning cup of coffee or an evening glass of wine might be small daily pleasures. But if you're over 60, it's time to be cautious. Caffeine and alcohol can raise your blood pressure and interfere with how well your medication works. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, and even chocolate, can constrict blood vessels and increase your heart rate. For some people, 1 cup of coffee might not cause a problem, but for others, it can cause a spike in blood pressure that lasts for hours. Alcohol is even trickier. Drinking more than 1 drink per day can raise blood pressure, lead to dehydration and poor sleep, and reduce the effectiveness of your medications. I remember Mr. Robert, a friend of my father's. He enjoyed sipping coffee each morning and a glass of wine each night. He didn't think it was an issue, but his blood pressure kept creeping up. When his doctor suggested cutting back on caffeine and alcohol, he was surprised to find that his blood pressure stabilized, his sleep improved, and his fatigue disappeared. You don't have to completely give up coffee or alcohol, but pay attention to how your body reacts. Try checking your blood pressure before and after drinking coffee. If you notice a spike, consider switching to herbal teas like peppermint or warm lemon water. These drinks can still bring you comfort and relaxation without putting strain on your heart. Mistake number 7, not communicating with your doctor. This might be the most dangerous mistake of all, because your doctor is your most important partner in managing your blood pressure. Many older adults go to their checkups, get their prescriptions, and head home without fully sharing how they're really doing. Some feel hesitant to mention symptoms like dizziness or fatigue, worried they might be bothering the doctor. But did you know that every little detail you share can help your doctor adjust your treatment plan and prevent avoidable complications? Imagine you start feeling dizzy from your medication, but decide to stop taking it without telling your doctor. This could cause your blood pressure to spike without you even realizing it. Instead, make a quick call or bring your blood pressure log to your appointment. If getting to the clinic is difficult, ask about telehealth options. Your doctor isn't just a prescription writer, they're your teammate. A short conversation could lead to finding a better medication, reducing stress, or even improving your diet. Now, let's take a look back. We've gone through 7 common mistakes, from misusing medication, consuming hidden sodium, not monitoring blood pressure, letting stress take over, lack of physical activity, overusing caffeine or alcohol, to not communicating with your doctor. Each mistake can be corrected with small steps. You don't need to change your entire life. Just start with one thing. Check your blood pressure daily, swap salt for lemon, or call your doctor about what's been worrying you. These small steps will help keep your heart healthier and help you live more actively and confidently. If you found this information helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones. And don't miss our next video about 4 foods you should avoid if you want to maintain stable blood pressure. You might be surprised by what's on the list. Thank you for joining me today. Wishing you good health, and see you in the next video.